Hello, everybody. I'm Keith. Just a little bit about myself before we get started. I've worked in the spirits industry for over 10 years now. I very much enjoy what I do. I take my job very seriously. I try to sample as much as I possibly can so I can give my customers the best product for their palates. Um, in this little deal I'm going to be doing on YouTube, we're going to discuss everything from liquor, beer, wine, even cigars. Um, I kind of work in all of these areas, though I pretty much specialize in liquor and cigars. I do really have a good time enjoying wine and beer as well, and take that pretty seriously as well. Although I will admit that my expertise does lie in the liquor field primarily. Today I want to discuss tequila. It is the summertime coming up, tequila season, if you will. My store typically sells margaritas and the items to make margaritas 3 to 1 over anything else in the liquor department over the next several months. I will highly recommend some good tequilas, but today I'm going to recommend one in particular, and we're going to get to that in just a minute. I want to lay some basics out about tequila before we even get to that. Guys, if there's one thing I can tell you first and foremost, let's make sure we're checking those labels for the 100% agave label on those bottles. Anything that doesn't say 100% agave, you're looking at probably 51% tequila. That means 49% of that tequila is probably vodka or some other grain neutral spirit, uh, which is fine for mixing, but you could typically get a better product cheaper than some of the name brands like Cuervo um, that say 100% agave. And I would highly recommend that you guys do that because you're talking about a much better tequila for a cheaper price. Now, another thing I want to run through you guys real quick is the different ages of tequilas. There are blancos or silvers, which are typically not aged. A reposado has to be aged for at least 3 months up to a year, and an añejo has to be aged for at least a year up to 3 years. We also have some extra añejos, which are aged for over 3 years. Very, very good, typically more expensive. However, there are some at really reasonable prices, so I would recommend looking into that as well. Um, Now, most tequilas are going to be aged in bourbon cask. So when you get into the reposado and you get up to the añejos of these tequilas, typically they're going to have more caramel, more vanilla coming through. If you like whiskey, definitely try some of these reposado and añejos out. Even if you're going to put them in margaritas or whatnot, you'll find that it actually balances out the margarita more than the silvers do because the silvers tend to have more citrus and pepper in them. If you are a whiskey drinker, you it's very easy to find tequilas that are well worth sipping on. Añejos typically are sipping tequilas that you can just pour over ice, sit out on the back patio, light a cigar, and enjoy a good tequila. Now, the tequila we're going to be discussing today is a tequila called Solorzano or Solorzano. I have heard mixed pronunciations on it. Typically, the pronunciation would be Solorzano, but I actually had one of the guys from the distillery stop by and tell me that it's Solorzano. But this is the bottle right here, and I'm going to hold it a little bit closer so you can see the 100% agave, which is going to be right here, and you can see that this is the reposado. Now, I tried this earlier, and it's been about a year since I had it last. This is an unbelievable tequila. Now, there's some really cool things that are going on with this tequila. It is, they don't filter out all of the agave fat, which actually leads to this really unique, smooth taste because that agave fat actually coats the esophagus as it's going down, which actually makes it a little bit easier to drink these tequilas. On top of that, they grow these in a valley in Jalisco, not in the high plains. So there's less iron in the soil to bitter out the agave, which actually, again, leads to a better tasting, smoother tequila. Um, One of the things I will warn you guys about is if you do like to freeze your tequila, which I know a lot of people do, it will get cloudy. And that is due to that agave fat that's left in there. It actually clouds it up. But guys, don't worry. It has no effect on the taste of the tequila. It's just one of those weird side effects of creating such a good tequila. They do have a sister brand, Tequila Canitas, which is one of the highest rated tequilas in the world. Really hard to get your hands on if you can find a bottle of the Tequila Canitas. Highly recommend trying it out. Love that tequila. Um, but back to the Solorzano, they offer a Blanco, a Reposado, and an Añejo. The Blanco is in all the bottles look very similar to this. They're different colors though. The Blanco is actually going to be white with like a baby blue labeling on it. This is the Reposado with the dark blue, really nice looking bottle. And then the Añejo is black and has gold writing on it. I know the Blanco is also offered in a half-gallon size, and all these tequilas can be found in the mid-30s, early 40s range in the 750 size. So not really too expensive for a really, really good tequila. Um, I would highly recommend you guys try these as they are just an exceptional tequila and definitely a step above even like a Patron or a Don Julio in my opinion. Uh, those are good tequilas. This is a great tequila. So guys, stay safe out there. Again, if you have any questions about anything that we're going to sample on here, or you have any recommendations on things that we could possibly sample, let me know. I love hearing from you guys. Love answering as many questions as I possibly can. And I look forward to hearing from you guys and making some of those recommendations for things that you'd like to see tried out here. Maybe there's a scotch that you've been looking at, but you haven't had the opportunity to taste it yet. Well, hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to look into that for you and give you some tasting notes on it. Now, it just dawned on me I might not have done the best job of tasting notes on the Reposado on here. Think caramel, think vanilla, think that whiskey goodness with the tequila, the agave just shining through. Very smooth, almost a hint of like toffee in there, which I think comes because they age it a little bit longer in the bourbon barrels. Um, but I would definitely think that anybody who gives this a shot will certainly enjoy it. But guys, let me know if there's anything y'all want to see on here. I look forward to talking to you guys. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. And enjoy the good life, my friends.